to this week's episode of Tech Talk Live. I'm your host, Michael Armagon speaking, and today with us we have our guest, Vicquell, or Vicky.
Hello.
And as per usual, we are going to be talking about the, technology within the past week and the different news that's happened since we were last on. Now, we're going to move over to Nintendo, and we've got two topics. One is Splatoon 2, which, albeit it's a very popular game across the world for those who actually have the Nintendo Switch, and the original Splatoon for those who had the Wii U. But with the Nintendo Switch version of it, with the Splatoon 2, they kind of made a very controversial choice. You have to use your smartphone and the Nintendo app to have a voice conversation if you want to play a game with other people on Splatoon 2. That seems very odd to some people. And through some very accidental fiddling around, someone's actually found out that Splatoon 2 actually has voice over LAN, which is a local area network, meaning that all these switches are connected to one router, or everything, like one network on a whole. And when someone plugged in a headset, everyone else's switches started to make a noise, and they can hear what the person was saying. So it obviously means that voice is on it, and people can hear it, so the speakers are picking up on it. Granted, some people have tried to reason it out, saying that this is for the tournament, tournament element for those who would be playing competitive Splatoon 2. But why not just make that available for everybody?
Yeah, instead of them hiding it, then they should have just made it for everybody. I can see where you're going with that. If you say that it's for the tournament that they're having, then they would want people to actually come play on the tournament. And with them being able to have LAN, why wouldn't you make that public so people can know, they can come on and play a game and they can have a voiceover while they play the game.
Yeah.
So people like the bad mouth.
But I mean, there's also the element, so if this is working, why do we need this app on our phone? What's the sense of that?
So I guess it's kind of one of those things where I guess the app wasn't getting much attention. So it's let's connect this with the Switch, and hopefully the Switch and the app will bring it. So I guess people weren't really paying much attention to the mobile app, so they connected them, so that it forces people to pay attention to it in a way. That's the only reason I could think that I'm connecting it.
Regardless, I think I agree with almost everybody else. This is a dumb move.
It is.
If you're gonna have voice,
what if you have kids that don't have a smartphone and they want to play Splatoon 2?
Yeah.
That means they're gonna eventually have to go there. They're gonna have to go to their parent, can I use your phone because I want to play this?
Exactly.
If Nintendo is a family orientated company, and they know that kids are really interested, they bring out a lot of their money via kids and their main games. Why wouldn't you think about this? Not all this whole implementation where you have to have your smartphone app off the smartphone app to play online. So that's, I don't know what they was thinking with that. I stopped at Nintendo with the Wii.
I mean, maybe it's because there are 12-year-old, the whole people always go for 12-year-olds, so I'm just gonna say it but the whole 12-year-old using very foul language, talking bad about how they did your mother or something like that. Maybe it's because of stuff like that. I don't know, but then just have something to report the person. That seems pretty simple.
That could be. I could see that as well. I can see them pitching now. You know, it's a family-oriented company, well, quote-unquote family-oriented company. So now we allow, like, we have it set whereas people can't badmouth top of people's parents and so on our servers. But like you said, like you could just like have somebody report them. Like that. That's the simplest fix right there.
Right. And I mean, when you really think about it, a lot of kids have access to smartphones or tablets or something like that. So it's not like you can say, "Oh, well, we did it because like they don't have it." There are kids in elementary school who've got phones. Like, what the hell? Come up with a better. No, that can't be it. Anyway, the next topic is Miiverse. Miiverse is a interesting little place where you would go using your Mii character, so something that kind of looks like you and whatnot, and it's almost like a little community, and it's been around with the 3DS mainly, and along with the Wii U and whatnot, mainly with the 3DS. But there has been so much development there. There are artists, there are great communities, there's news sharing. It's quite honestly amazing if you've actually delved into it. But yeah, Nintendo's closing that down and killing that off completely. I mean, granted, they've been talking about that, but it's yeah, it's a sad day for Nintendo fans. We're gonna switch over from Nintendo and talk about two more topics. One is the Sonos Smart Speaker. Now, we've kind of already been talking about smart stuff from earlier on, but it almost is seeming like Sonos is coming a little too late to the party, considering that, you know, Apple's already coming out with a smart speaker, Samsung's coming out with a smart speaker, Amazon already has a smart speaker, Google already has a smart speaker. Like, yes, you have great sound quality, but I don't know, like, this seems too late to the party.
Yeah, but it could be like one of those things where it's like, okay, they saw Amazon did it, and they might have had it in the back of their head, but they were like, you know, it's only one company, we're not going to do it just yet. And then as they see the growth coming along, then they were like, okay, now. Sonos has really good sound, like you said. So I'm assuming that they're going to keep their loyal customers. So even though Amazon is basically dominating the market for a smart speaker, those who Sonos, I feel like they're going to push more towards purchasing the Sonos smart speaker. Like for me, I'm loyal to Apple. I won't lie, so I'm going to purchase the HomePod.
Fair enough.
So I guess it's like one of those things.
Okay, fair objective viewpoint. I can't hit you with that. I will hit Sonos with one more thing though. Apparently, one of the companies that provides audio, like songs and whatnot, to the Sonos speakers, Deezer, is no longer just going to be providing hi-fi sound to Sonos. They're now also going to be providing that same service to Google Cast and Chromecast speakers. So, you never know. The next one they may be going for is Alexa and like Google Home and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Sonos days, I really don't know. But it's good that Deezer's moving on to other pastures, I guess you could say. For those of you who don't really know, Deezer's kind of like a Pandora or a Spotify for some other countries, mainly the West Indies and the Caribbean and stuff like that. Like I think Flow, for example, and some of the other countries, they actually have an agreement with Flow where you can like listen for free or something like that if you have a data package. Like there's something special with that. I mean, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that they're branching out.
Of course, we're going to be back next week, Tuesday, with Esports Wrap at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and another episode of Tech Talk on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep an eye out. And of course, throughout the week, you'll find me here sometimes doing some gaming or whatnot. Feel free to come in at any of these times and just talk. We can always talk tech. We can talk whatever it is that you feel like. Until next time.